Are we at 7:30 now? Yes.
You need to turn yours on.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
We all set?
All set.
Very good. And we'd like to call the workshop meeting of the Harlem Township Zoning Commission to order. Mr. River, would you call the roll, please?
Mike Kavler,
Here.
Joni Manson.
Here.
Tom Lee,
Here.
Brittany Hopper,
Here.
and Luke Green.
Here.
Thank you. We don't have any members public present here tonight. Did
Bob Singer's on.
Bob Singer join us? Hi, Bob. You're a regular.
Good evening.
Good evening, Bob.
I'm almost an alternate.
Yeah, you are.
Well, for purposes of it being recorded and in case there's someone then that watches the video, there are no other officials present this evening other than our zoning assistant, Ashley Zaruba, who will record the meeting for us, and she's going to be leaving here momentarily to go pick up some minutes that had to be printed. So, folks, with that, Bob, you know the rules about procedure for conduct of the meeting, but for purposes of it being made public, if anyone does join us, either in person or online, we will ask them to introduce themselves, stating their name and their address. For those people who would be present, we'd ask them to come to the podium so that they will be close to the microphone and everything will be picked up for the recording as well as for everyone else in the room, should there be others present, but at least for the zoning commission members to hear. With that, let's just continue to move forward. We have no one present, so I'm assuming we're not going to have any new applications submitted tonight unless somebody walks in here at the last minute. Let's go ahead and take a look at the minutes. And the first one we'll take a look at would be the regular meeting minutes from last week, December the 1st. I know from earlier conversation with Ashley that at least 4 of us have reviewed them and made any comments or suggested changes. So if you would take a look and make sure that these minutes as printed now reflect what we need them to do. This is the regular meeting minutes first.
No further edits.
All right.
I had no further edits.
No further edits, but you might be making a motion then.
No. Oh,
Well, I will make a motion to approve the minutes for the regular meeting on December 1st as corrected.
Okay, the motion's made by
Second.
Joni, seconded by Brittany. Any further discussion? Hearing none. Then, for those in favor of approval, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. It passed unanimously. Minutes are approved. As presented tonight, no additional changes. And next, let's go to the hearing minutes from December the 1st. We held a hearing on December the 1st for application HTZC 2514, which is changes in the zoning resolution articles 27 and 28. Again, everyone reviewed and have had the opportunity to make any suggestions or comments, request any changes. As you look at what we have before us tonight, does it now reflect the minutes as we want to approve them?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes for the hearing to change Articles 27 and 28, which was hearing HTZ 2514 held on December 1st as previously corrected.
Second.
Moved by Joni, seconded by Brittany. To approve the minutes as previously corrected and as they are presented to us this evening. Anybody have any additional comments or questions? Well, hearing no additional comments, then we'll take a vote on the motion. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, no. These minutes for the hearing are now approved as previously corrected. Very good. Minutes are done. And next item on the list under new business was a quick review of the organizational meeting motions. And I put this on primarily because there were two items that I had a question about. And of course, the one would be, we're not going to be advertising the paper, so that one got changed. Ashley has gone ahead and made changes in this, so if we just want to take a quick look and walk through, we're not going to approve anything other than to say, if there is something that needs to be adjusted, we can let Ashley know and she can make a change in the proposed motion, because these obviously will be the motions we'll deal with at the organizational meeting on January the 12th. Okay.
I think technically Maureen has to be listed as alternate rather than members present.
So I think at the because I put her up there because I used last year's and Alan was listed as a regular one and you guys made a motion that he was the alternate. So
Okay.
I didn't know, I kind of listed her like he was listed and then that maybe you guys had to actually say that she was the alternate, because that's how it was last year. If you want me to change it.
We
well,
might have
gotta-
said that last year because the trustees were slow at their getting their organizational meeting together and appointing Alan.
Okay, I can put
Yeah, she,
her as an alternate, I just wasn't sure what you guys wanted to do.
Was that his first meeting as an alternate? Is that why we named him an alternate?
I don't know.
well, we can name two, or the trustees can name two, but if we only have one name, then that would be the one.
Sure.
That would be on.
Has she already been named as the alternate by the trustees?
I think so, yes.
I don't know, but see, that would have been for this year.
Yeah, that would have been 2025. They have to redo it.
They have
And
to do one
2026.
for 26,
You
yeah.
have to do me for 2026 too. Or
Correct.
not. I don't want to.
Yeah, your name is listed here, but your term ends December 31st.
You
You're
don't
right.
get- See if Eric kept on there.
Yeah, so rather than having I nay beside her name, you just put her down as shall we take her name off altogether? Or put her name on and write alternate beside?
I think just adding alternate is fine. You know, I wouldn't take her off. Cause she will be renamed, I think.
Yeah, but she's not gonna vote.
But she's not gonna
unless-
vote.
She's not gonna
She
vote.
won't vote unless
One of us is absent.
there's only four of us here.
Right.
And then if if she has been appointed by them, she could vote.
And she cannot participate as a member until after the steering committee's done
Right.
also.
Well, then they shouldn't be appointing her.
Well, they appointed her with the contingency that.
Oh, they did.
I think they assumed that November was gonna be the last meeting.
They at one point
Planning,
indicated that.
But I don't know if that's true or
And
not.
I don't know how soon it's gonna, well, it definitely is.
It's,
By the time we have this meeting in January, it won't be approved.
they had some
Yeah.
schedule creep, I think, with that plan.
Yeah.
It's caused it to delay a little bit.
Okay.
And we will find out maybe next week just how much push there will continue to be.
It could be why she hasn't been to a meeting and,
She could still.
Well, she could
attend
still come to
meetings,
the
same
meetings,
Bob does.
but
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
Well, and I
right, right.
asked
She's
them
good.
today, I said, you guys approved her, once the committee's done. And he said then she should not be, she should come to the meeting, but she shouldn't participate as a. So I have her name on there because I didn't know how you guys wanted me to go about that.
Well, if she's not gonna be part of the commission, then she's not gonna be able to vote, even if one of us is absent, so I feel like she
Correct.
should be removed.
I, I see what you're saying. That's probably the way to do it. Just take her name off altogether at this point.
Of the
Well,
organization
until we
meeting.
know for sure. that
Because she's not really,
Until
I mean,
she's
she may
off
be
the planning
appointed.
committee.
but she certainly is gonna vote. Even if there's only 4 of us, apparently, then she's
She
not gonna
can't.
be attending or participating, right?
There's the organizational
Yeah.
together. She is
We'll just add
active.
her.
I can put her on.
Because if they appointed her for it to go into effect after, then she won't even have been appointed yet.
Okay.
Because it's contingent upon the other steering committee closing, being completed.
Just wasn't sure how you guys wanted me to do it, so I figured I'd put her on just.
Well, it's confusing.
It is.
So see what happens at the next trustee meeting, and if they appoint her and say that the steering committee is dissolved, then she's good to go.
Okay,
And we're gonna add her back in at last minute.
Sounds.
If
good
she's-
to me. I can do that.
If the steering committee is still.
Mr. Chairman,
then she'll-
Mr. Singer?
Alan, they accepted at last meeting Alan's resignation and approved the request for Maureen.
For 2025 or for 2026?
Well, Alan was no longer there, so they
Right.
did
An
not
appointment
say
for the
when.
alternate, the way that the trustees have consistently done it historically is just for 1 year.
Effective date
The
was
trustees could
December
appoint
1st,
them for
2025.
Up to 5 years.
Yeah, I thought Maureen had said though that
Effective-
she could not be on zoning as long as she was on the steering committee. So if the steering committee is still in effect, then she has to wait until that ends before she accepts her appointment.
That was.
They approved it
said.
December,
That might have been
effective
the
December
trustees'
1st, 2025.
understanding. Until she accepts the appointment, and she can't accept it until she's off the steering committee.
Right.
The trustees are the ones who set the contingency. But that was applicable to anyone that was serving on a board or one of the trustees.
Maybe you can bring that to their attention at the next meeting,
Yeah,
if they, as they're discussing the zoning team.
cause I had asked them
Ask.
today and I said, from what I was understanding, from what I was told, was that nobody from any of the boards could be on the steering committee because it was a conflict of interest. And so it was discussed at that meeting that she would not start until after.
Yeah.
I
So
think you guys are right on just taking
she-
her off until she starts.
she has been appointed contingent upon steering committee ending.
Yep.
So if that happens this month, then
I said December 1st because I think they thought we'd be done by now with the steering committee.
Yeah.
right, I know that was the expectation. I'm sure it was too.
Okay,
Okay, so we'll take her name off for now. And we are assuming that Joni's going to get reappointed. Okay. There isn't anyone who wants to move the meeting to a different day, is there?
No, that's the workshop date, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're,
And it's the first one of our meetings to be held after their organizational meeting.
correct, that will be
It's the soonest
the
we can meet.
12th. It's the work, it'll be a workshop meeting, in terms of it being the regular kind of a meeting. But we'll use it for purposes of whatever business there is to conduct.
Do we want to start this at 7 so that it's done by 7:30?
The organizational meeting?
Yeah. Or 7:15.
I was gonna suggest, yes. I was gonna bring that up. Good point. That likewise, it can be quick and maybe we could plan on starting this organizational meeting at 7:15
Okay,
instead of 7.
okay.
Now, historically, we've done it at 7, but then we end up with
With-
extra
it's-
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, so let's set it for 7:15.
And 2 lines below the word Zoom,
On the first page?
yes. The secretary then asked for nominations for chair effective for the year.
Yep.
2026.
Oh, she missed that one.
Got it?
wait a minute, what was that one?
2 lines below Zoom.
Okay, is that the only place?
For 2026.
Yeah, is that the only place?
Yeah, I think she caught the rest of them, but
I got it.
if you see it somewhere else,
Okay.
point it out.
See, you got them all. Looks good.
She'll only be in there twice. Talking about next year as part of the motion. Now, I didn't make a list of the holidays, but we have a tendency to not necessarily schedule every meeting that falls on a Monday with a holiday to the Tuesday, like Columbus Day. So, I mean, the way that this is worded, we've been doing it this way forever.
Yeah, because it's too much trouble to go through a calendar for next year and pick out which holidays
It's
we'll
just,
skip. It's
yeah.
just we've never considered Columbus Day to be a holiday.
and I don't know whether any other days would fall on that Monday or not, like, well,
I don't know.
it's very possible that July 4th could hit a Monday.
It's not, it's a Saturday.
Well, not next year. So-
Oh, yeah, I'm just saying, yeah,
Yeah.
next year we're good.
Um, but what we simply do is make sure that we get the meeting posted. If it, when we're gonna have the meeting. This is a general announcement that goes in and it stays up on the website continually.
Oh.
But then we also post it if we make a change.
Mhm.
So I think that's the way we've been doing it. I don't really see any reason to change it either. Okay. You see anything else in any of these other minutes?
You'll take Maureen's name off page 2 and 3.
Already did.
Okay,
Yeah, we just modified the statement about the procedural guidelines. Because the labeling of it matches what's on online.
okay. The last page, you didn't put vice chair as the other signature.
What do you mean? Like all the way at the bottom?
Yes.
It doesn't show vice chair on yours?
Vice chair on yours? No, it's not on his either.
Shows on mine. Oh, it doesn't show on the printout, but it's on the computer.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably.
Like my printout doesn't say it
It's
either.
like all kind of issues with putting the lines in for those things.
The lines.
I tried to fix them one time and it got worse, so I just.
Probably ended up, it got pushed off the page for some reason.
It gives such a headache. I don't know what it is. It doesn't matter what software I use, but it does say on the computer, so I'll make sure it prints.
Okay.
Okay, that's it. So we'll be all set. We're gonna move the meeting time to 7:50.
Places where chair is not capitalized and other places where it is, you might just do a universal check on that.
And this is gonna be Monday, what day of January?
What? It's the
The organizational meeting
12th,
12th.
just at the top there. At 7:15.
Gotcha.
So when Ashley does the posting, she'll put it up as 7:15.
That'd be good.
All right, good. Now we'll get to the flow chart.
Hey.
Go, 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 Louis.
All right, well, the best laid plans of is it mice and men, right? Wanted to get this done last week, but finally got to it over the weekend, so. Hopefully everybody had a chance to look at it. There was the last part that I was kind of stumped on, and I didn't have it in my meeting notes, was what happens if we start a hearing and have to recess, and then the applicant goes back and makes a modification and brings it back to us. And I think you've been posting, you maybe have been doing a public notice that we're opening or reconvening the hearing,
Yes,
but we don't have to.
we don't
We-
have.
we
to,
found out that
I
we
just
don't have
did
to.
it.
Right.
But we never went to the point of putting it up on the newspaper a second time,
Okay.
except in that one, maybe that one instance.
Right.
Where we had to redo, of course.
Right,
And that
because the
one,
date was
yeah.
wrong. So I could remember, I thought we were posting it, but didn't know if there was a requirement to post. So I think the flow chart should just follow what is required, not what we might do as optional.
I would agree.
Yeah. So now that I've got that square, what I'll do is I'll make that once the hearing is recessed and it goes back up to the applicant where they continue with the hearing or continue with the application or withdraw. If they continue and it goes back to the left, they'll revise the application, and I'll probably have that. Should that go back to, it shouldn't go back to property owner notification. It should probably just go back to conduct
Conduct
hearing.
hearing.
Yes,
Or
it would.
possibly
Continue hearing.
schedule a hearing and then conduct hearing. Like I can put another little box that says schedule a new, like, because we'll have to schedule it again, right? We'll have to
It
schedule.
could go back to schedule hearing.
But we wouldn't pass through that box of property owner notification.
We don't pass through it. No, you're right. We wouldn't.
So what I might do is I might try to put another scheduling or just drop it back down into conduct hearing.
I would say, I mean, it usually all happens kind of at once. Like they decide we're going to continue and we schedule the meeting
Correct.
immediately at the point of recessing.
Well, you
So,
can't
You have
recess it
to.
unless you set a date and
Yeah.
time certain.
yeah.
Right.
So I would just go back to straight conduct
Just
hearing.
go back to conduct hearing. Yeah, so that, I'll figure out a way to loop that back into conduct hearing without getting the lines too crossed.
So up at the top and the blue section up at the top, I think you switched around a couple of letters, HTZC instead of HTC.
Oh, yes, he did. I noticed that too.
Where's that? HT.
It's
ZC.
HTZC instead of, yeah, it's just two letters out of order.
And I think it's just in that
Fixed it.
blue
in another-
area up there.
Yeah.
Wait, I have a question if we go back. Can we go back to our previous
Sure,
conversation?
yeah.
So if I'm trying to remember properly, if we determine their errors and they need to revise it, don't we do, like, doesn't all that happen? They determine if they're going to continue or withdraw and revise before we recess the hearing? Do we usually do that?
Yes, normally they would, or they should.
If recess
But-
hearing should go after those items, you know what do you get what I'm saying? Like we say significant errors or issues, if yes, we recess the hearing, but should recess hearing actually technically go after continue or withdraw? I don't know how that would flow.
Oh, I think I see what you're saying.
It's the applicant that is. So you're saying it would go up to the applicant as a choice and then it would drop back down to us and then we would recess?
And then we would recess, I guess,
Then it would go back to them to make modifications?
to revise, and then we do.
If they pull it out,
That's gonna be an ugly.
haven't-
chart.
I know, that's what I'm
We
saying,
haven't set-
maybe it's.
maybe they can pull it out before we set the first hearing too.
Yeah.
But then it's not, we haven't really, so it's not that the application was received then. The application was not really received at that point.
Well, at the part of the flow chart we're talking about now, that we've
Yeah.
already conducted, we've received it and we're conducting the hearing.
Yeah.
We
Okay,
find out that they're missing a deed or they're missing a legal description or something's wrong. And then we kind of talk with them and we say, okay, you're missing this information and you're missing so much information that we can't take action.
right. So we
You-
can
you need-
recess
right.
or you can withdraw.
Right. So then, all right, so I'll have to figure out a way to make that look clean. That we recess, because they could still, even if we recess the hearing. And they leave and they say they're gonna go make corrections. They could still decide to withdraw.
Mhm.
Even after we've recessed.
They could.
They could decide.
Point.
They could do that
Yeah.
anytime. They could withdraw, or they could continue to fix it. So I think the assumption is that once they leave here, the application is kind of back in their court and they're either gonna fix it and send it back to us, or they're gonna withdraw and then it just ends. And
So
then-
maybe it
and
is
then I guess
okay how it is, I guess.
We would then have to reconvene the hearing. No, if they withdraw, we don't have to reconvene the
No.
hearing to
Nope.
to reject or do anything. They've withdrawn, so the hearing just never,
The hearing never was completed.
it just never completes.
Right.
Okay.
So it goes back to them. If they withdrawn it, then, and they want to come back again at some point in the future, they come back with a new
With a
application.
new application, right? So I'll just leave kind of that line the way it is. They continue or withdraw. If they withdraw, process ends. If they continue, they revise the application, they resubmit it, we conduct another hearing. And then hopefully then we can take action and make it better.
Yeah, because if they
Yeah.
withdraw it, it goes back, and starts all over again.
Well, it doesn't go all the way back to the beginning. We dump it back into this conduct hearing, because we don't start over to schedule a new hearing and do property owner notification. It goes right back into that same hearing box.
Yeah, the orange one.
Yeah, the orange one. That says
Right.
conduct hearing.
But
yeah.
yeah,
Now, are you doing this as you're describing it, that we have started the hearing then?
yeah, we've done one hearing. We started the hearing.
Uh-huh.
We found out there were fatal flaws and we said, go back and fix it. They go back and fix it. Well, wait, we found that there were fatal flaws. We say, go back and fix it. We're gonna recess the hearing for a month. Or we're gonna recess this hearing to give them, we say, how long do you think it'll take to fix? 6 weeks, a month, whatever. We pick a date. We recess the hearing until that date. Now they've got 6 weeks to give us a new application.
Right.
And then when they give us the new application, the hearing's already scheduled.
Yeah, it's already
And
scheduled.
we're just waiting.
And
for
we're not
the-
announcing anything.
Right, and we're just
Well,
waiting to get that,
We could post it up on the website.
we could, but we're just waiting to get their revised information. And so that, after they revise the application, it drops right back into, we reopen or reconvene the hearing.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's correct. Yes,
So
absolutely.
it
That's
doesn't
the
come
way it would go.
down to
It
schedule
doesn't
hearing.
come back to there, it drops
Yeah.
into there.
And
I
at that
gotta-
point,
I gotta
the
do that.
the option to withdraw is kind of moot.
Correct, right. So if at that point, once they give us the updated application, hopefully we can take action and then it'll go through the rest of the.
Yeah, it'll either go to the trustees with a recommendation to approve
Right,
or a recommendation to deny.
right.
So the only thing that I'm trying to figure out still is the words you've added in the blue section at the top.
Yeah.
5 days after receipt and send recommendation to.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what those two directions signify.
What those,
Yeah. Well, what,
th-
5
they,
days after receipt, what happens?
the application, let me see how I've got this in there. The application is received by Delaware County Regional Planning 5 days after we get it. I can do it one of two
Okay.
ways. I can either say we send it to them 5 days after we get it, or they receive it 5 days after we receive it.
Or within.
I
5
think we're
days.
supposed to,
Within 5 days, yeah.
we're supposed to submit it within 5
Yeah.
days.
So I can move that text down to our box above like right above schedule hearing
Mhm.
with a question mark. And I can say something like submit to
Should there be,
county DCRP.
Mhm.
Yeah, but
Louis, should maybe a box go in the zoning department line? Like that says this, because Ashley's technically submits it to them. You get what I'm saying? Like, should there be a scheduled hearing and then it goes to purple box where it says submit to Delaware County, and then it goes
That-
further up
That would
to.
work.
well, and it won't. She wouldn't be submitting it if the hearing is recessed. If because there are fatal flaws, so to speak.
No,
Well,
this is
This is-
we're back in, this is the first time we've received it. This is the first application.
We're just gonna add a purple box.
Yeah.
No, you're gonna,
Here.
yeah, okay, that makes more sense to me to put it down.
Submit
there, too. That's a good
application
suggestion.
to
DCRPC,
DCRPC,
regional planning, yeah.
Delaware County Regional Planning Commission. Okay, submit
And
application to.
the app, you
Within
won't need
5
that
days.
box for that line, says application received, it would, if that's gonna be Delaware Regional Planning, it will come after Ashley has submitted it.
Yeah, that.
So you're gonna take
we don't
that,
need
are we
it.
gonna take this whole thing out at the top?
No,
No.
I'm just taking I'm
we're
putting
taking
up,
this text out, this little text box.
I wish we had a screen right there.
I
Screen here,
know.
Cause I've got it, have it live and I can share it, but I don't think you could be able to see it.
Yeah.
So I'm putting a purple box in the planning commission.
One.
Will that go that way? See if I can share
Not
that.
sure.
Now I worry about these things.
Ah,
Can you get it up on that screen?
yeah. Then Louis can kind of zoom in.
That just Bluetooth?
Cool.
No, I was just wondering.
It's just sharing through Zoom.
I'm logged into Zoom, so I can just share my application.
Oh, well, it is on both of these screens behind us too.
Yeah.
Okay.
This way
Okay.
you guys can see it better.
So this is gonna be, well,
You wanna say within 5 days?
Within
Down
5
there.
days.
so we're gonna skip at this, so we've received it. At the same time, we say we're gonna schedule the hearing, we're gonna move forward with it. 5 days. 5 days after receipt, we submit the application to
Within-
DCRPC
Within
Within
5
5
days.
within 5 days.
of receipt.
Within 5 days of receipt of application.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I think that might also, where you have below, schedule hearing.
Yeah.
On the zoning commission line,
Yep,
within 20 to 40 days after receipt.
within 20 to 40 days.
And then the same under the trustees.
You just wanted to add,
Within
add the
30
word
days after.
within.
Because it doesn't have to be exactly 30 days after, it's gonna be.
No, it
Yeah,
doesn't.
that's good.
It does say 30 days exactly the way it reads right now, right? It's within 30 days.
Yeah, so Louis is gonna change it to within.
And where else? I got
In the
within 20 to 30 days.
The
And
trustee
Trustee
line.
box
Right.
should say. Oh yeah, I gotta get to it. All right. This thing has gotten big, so I gotta pan around them.
Yeah.
And they have to do the
Within
public
30 days.
notice, but they're not sending any direct notices to the property owners. That only happens at the zoning commission level.
One small thing on the applicant's line, after continue or withdraw.
Yeah,
You've got a box there for process ends.
Yep.
Should you slide that all the way to the right-hand edge? Where all the other process ends,
I can do that, yeah.
that's kind of the deep end.
Okay.
Louis, where you have, so in both schedule hearings in the blue line and our orange line, after it goes schedule hearing, yes, do we need yes there? I don't know if we need yes, because there's no like deciding. You know what I'm saying? Do we need yes?
Well, when
Tell me.
we receive the application and we do like, we're getting it for the first time.
Yeah,
We receive it, somebody walks in, they hand it to us.
yeah.
We could at that point say, you don't have enough, this isn't complete. It's administratively not complete. Like they might have not paid, they might have not filled out like we can look at it and sometimes I think we could say, you didn't submit everything that you need to submit. We're not going to move forward with this hearing. We're not going to schedule the hearing.
But does that happen at before schedule hearing box then?
No,
At the
that-
point of
that's-
application
that's-
received
Well,
The application wouldn't be received.
at all? Yeah,
It's possible that we make the decision that we're not going to even receive it
Okay.
because there's
The question mark should be
latent
after
things
it's
missing.
been received maybe. And then, yes, then we schedule a hearing.
I'm just talking about the word yes, because there's no like, no, you know what I'm saying? There's
Right.
not like a
But
choice,
I don't know that needs to be in the flow chart.
the word yes.
Well, no,
the word can come
what
out.
I'm saying is
I'm just.
why would we want anything in the flow chart if we don't receive the
Yeah,
application?
maybe I'll just take the question mark out of schedule hearing, like question mark, and just take the yes out of the text.
Because if it is received,
While you're at it.
we will schedule a hearing.
Yeah, right.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So if we reject it, tell them,
The spelling
we can't even receive this tonight.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and
Then
then
it doesn't
don't
belong to
even
the flow chart.
continue on.
Right.
Flow chart at all.
Yeah.
Yes.
Should be, this thing doesn't do a spell check.
I think you're right about the question mark.
All right, so I took the question mark out of
Yeah,
schedule.
because if it is received, we will schedule a hearing.
Yep.
Um,
And does that same for the Delaware County line too, then?
I don't know how they work.
I don't know how they. I'm assuming that if they receive an application, they schedule a hearing just the same.
I think you're right. Yes.
so maybe take the yes out and schedule hearing question mark.
Take the question mark out.
Um. In that same top blue line for the Delaware County Regional Planning, I like where we have send recommendations to HTZC. Do you think that should be another box of its own? Just conduct hearing over to the left a little bit and then make another box, send recommendations to HTZC instead of having it words underneath. Can
Yeah,
it be its
yeah,
own
yeah.
box?
Yep.
And that comes down to conduct hearing for
Mhm.
us.
Yes, yes.
So I'll scooch conduct hearing back this way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
That's
make another box.
because
that
they
says
will have their
conduct
hearing first,
Yeah.
but they will send it to us before we have our hearing.
So it's really the line from not conduct hearing, but send recommendation.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
So you go move this box
Keep them-
backwards
keep them
and
in
add
a
a new
box.
box. We're really changing this, a lot more than I was necessarily expecting, but it all is making
Just like to
sense
make
to
more
me.
work for Louis.
I'm changing it as we're talking.
He's got it.
He's gonna be finished because he's doing it as we
Doing it
speak.
live.
That's why this is a workshop meeting.
Yeah.
ZC.
And then other than that, I'm okay with everything.
And I can take that text out. Could have brought my mouse, and that would have been a lot easier to do that.
Index finger.
Yeah, I like working with the mouse better than the touchpads too, because I have a tendency to end up touching it sometimes when I don't mean to. And delete something.
Dave's always doing that and screaming and yelling at the computer.
That happens.
I'll make sure I.
You ready for me to?
Sit- You're gonna
Blow
you're
the-
gonna need me?
Oh,
You're gonna
blow-
need me?
Blow the whole thing up. So, I was thinking that there should be something on here, on the green bar, which says start here. Because there's no way really for the applicant to know that's where the flow chart starts, where it says prepare application. And I would say that even before that, there should be another column on that row that says, do your homework.
Well, instead of the start here being a prepare application, should it be up there, review checklist with the applicant?
It should be even before then, I would say, but yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, the
Yeah.
applicant, yeah, they're preparing the application, but before they actually prepare it,
They've got to do a lot of work.
yeah.
Yeah.
And use the checklist with the zoning director. And we did, and well, we mentioned that, I think, at the last meeting, but that now is the way that it is worded on the checklist. That sentence was added. So we revised it from July when we met in November based on that discussion. Ashley revised that checklist form.
Should we just create another green box, maybe before prepare application or something like refer to, I don't know if we want.
Read all instructions on website.
Yeah, like refer to the website for, is it, the procedural guidelines or the checklist and or, just giving them a direction of, this is where you start.
Yeah.
Go to our website and look at these items. I suppose.
Yeah, this flow chart is
I
probably,
mean-
it's not, we're not just gonna publish it and just let people draw their own conclusions. Like, I think we would ideally, I think we'd probably use this and put some text around it and kind of describe, this is a picture of what happens, but kind of describe it with some words
Yeah.
and tell them, as you're preparing your application, is it chicken and the egg? Are you gonna go talk to Mike first, or are you gonna pull down the application, start reading everything and start working on things and then show the checklist to talk to Mike about the check? I don't know how they're gonna do it. Some people they'll start with Mike, or they'll start with our application, and eventually hopefully they'll
Well,
get to Mike.
You're right. There could be really two contacts with Mike, one before they ever start on the application. And then the second one being when they meet with him with the checklist, because they would be having done some work
Right,
on the
if-
application.
If someone's starting from nothing and they don't know anything about anything, their first step should be call Mike and have him walk you through the process, walk through this flow chart with you. And then they go off and they create their application. Maybe they have to hire someone, they got to get a surveyor, they got to do what they have to do. Then they come back and they bring their application back to Mike and say, let's review the checklist together to make sure I've done everything correctly. And then
Or that I've done everything.
or that I've done everything.
Not correctly, yeah.
I've done it, that I've met all the steps.
Did
and
they
then-
include everything that was needed?
Right. And then Mike says, yep, looks like everything's here. Then they pay online and they submit, and then they start the process.
I guess at this point, this isn't really trying to tell them how to prepare the application. It's just saying, this is generally what the process looks like after you've prepared your application. This is what you can expect.
Right. And here's all the parties involved. And here's the timing, the timeframes.
Yeah, I think the
Yeah.
timeframes are important to have in there
Yeah.
for people. So that they know they can't come in one day and expect to have it changed the next day.
Yeah, this is at best, this is a 2 to 3 month effort if everything goes smoothly.
If
With
everything
a
goes
perfect
smoothly, it
application.
will probably be 90 days.
Yeah.
What's the title gonna be on this?
This would be the workflow for an application submitted by a property owner. If it's an application, if it's a zoning thing that we do, that we initiate, it would take a different path than this. There would be it wouldn't have all this in it, I don't think.
Yeah.
It'd be slightly different, I think, if we submitted a request for a zoning change.
Really? What doesn't happen when we submit something?
Well, we would be
Get
the applicant.
Property notification.
Oh, we don't, if
Who
we
are gonna
initiate
notify
it?
everything? If we initiate something, it's a general thing with more than 10 people or 10 properties.
Well, the
Oh,
art-
because
the
we're
articles-
talking like the resolution changes and stuff.
Right, this would be for map changes.
Yeah.
Map changes initiated by a property owner.
Yeah.
Map change initiated by us, like the overlay district, map changers or, some of those. It doesn't go through the applicant and the zoning commission are the same, one and the same.
Mhm.
So it wouldn't go back and forth between, wouldn't kind of follow those steps, but
We don't notify individual property owners because we don't know who those will be. You know?
unless it was like that one, where we extended the overlay district to include,
Just
just to
number
include some,
less than, fewer than 10.
right.
You-
right. So yeah, this would be a map zoning changes, initiated by property owner, what if we want to call it that. Okay, what other? I think I've captured,
So maybe where you've got process ends on the right-hand edge.
Yeah.
You'd have process starts on the left-hand edge. That would be kind of the balance.
Yeah. yeah, I put a star, can't see it unless you look over to the thing. I put a little star here off to the side, but I can make that, I can just make, instead of make it a star, I can make it an oval.
Okay,
Like the others.
yeah.
So you wanting the process starts on the green line with the applicant?
I mean, Mike's not going out looking for rezoning applications.
Yeah.
Right. That's where it would start.
Starts with the applicants.
Yeah.
The landowners. And I think that's part of the title, is that initiated by landowners. Property owners.
So I'm gonna put the process start bar outside the applicant. I might be able to shift once I get back home and get where I
Can
can shift
you
everything.
actually
and then-
insert a column?
You mean a column here?
Well, are these columns or these are all freehand?
Those aren't columns. Those are I can just drag and move these things around. So
So
what
you'd
I'll
have to
probably do
drag
is just,
all of them.
I'll probably just select them all and just nudge them this way to get.
It's free.
Flow chart,
Yeah, it's freehand.
That's all.
That's why I need a mouse.
Mhm.
Like working with this software.
It's not bad. But the part that's new to the chart completely is the stuff that happens after we take action.
Mhm.
And then it drops down to the trustees. They do
Okay.
their thing. They do public notice. They conduct their hearing. They either approve or deny. And then it goes to the public for referendum. If yes, then there's a public vote at the next election. If no,
Change
the
becomes.
change
effective.
becomes effective and is the end of the process. And that is is that within 30 days or that is 30 days?
No, it would come.
After-
with-
after
It's
30
after
days.
Yeah, after 30 days. The 30 days has to expire before it becomes effective.
And the referendum, is it?
30
it's a
days
petition
after.
for referendum,
They have to submit it within 30 days.
So
so
it was within 30 days.
So if they don't submit it within 30 days, on the 31st day,
it takes
I
effect.
think within
the
was
zoning
right.
is in
So
effect.
within was correct? The referendum has to be filed within 30 days?
Within 30
Yeah.
days.
Yes.
So the change becomes effective after 30 days, if no.
So so with the referendum, you're not technically filing a referendum, you're filing a petition with the Board of Election
That's
to
correct.
call for a referendum.
If then they file it, they file it
With the trustees.
with the trustees.
The trustees have to.
And the trustees are the ones who ask for it to go on the
So you're
ballot.
saying a referendum petition filed?
Petition for referendum.
But what Mike is saying is true, it doesn't go to the Board of Election, it goes to the township trustees, who then forward it to the Board of Election, who validate the names, the signatures, and either approve the petition or not, and schedule the vote.
Yeah,
We
the
wanna get
trustees have
into all of that.
Trustees
That's a
receive
lot.
that petition and they actually have to vote on it. And then they submit it to the Board of
Okay.
Elections.
Should we maybe keep it a little high level at this point? We're not making a flow chart about
Petitions.
how to petition for a referendum.
Oh, no, we don't want to
So-
do that.
so we can make it a lot simpler and just say, is the decision challenged by the public?
It's gotta be officially challenged, yeah.
Is it officially challenged, yes or no? If no, it becomes effective. If yes, then maybe I can just say it follows a referendum. Referendum procedures
yeah.
are followed.
I mean, I think petition for referendum filed diamond is probably okay, because if no, the changes do become effective.
Right.
Otherwise, if yes, maybe you put there, if yes, that process is followed.
Just say voter referendum. Initiated. What a referendum process.
Completely out of this flow chart at that point.
Yes, we're not trying to,
It
we're
drops
not
down
trying to
into the-
encourage them to file a referendum.
Yeah. So going back to where it says take action in the commission.
Yep.
Should we just say where you've got underneath that, send recommendation to trustees? Or you're saying that's, I mean, that's the actions we take.
The take action is we're
Send
gonna make a
recommendations. So then you wouldn't have the wording underneath the diamond.
Okay, okay.
So just put those small words in the diamond. Is that what you're
Yeah.
suggesting? Yeah, I'm good
Yeah.
with that. That makes sense.
And really, it's only one recommendation. It's either yes or no. I suppose.
Well, it's singular, that's what you're saying, it's not plural.
Right.
Besides, yeah, besides everything else, but, because we really, I mean, we can recommend it. We can not recommend it, and we can recommend it with contingencies, I suppose.
Not sure about the contingencies. I think we are either recommending it or you're recommending approval or denial.
They'll read the minutes and see what our concerns are.
They might.
I mean, just,
No, they would,
just like we.
they will read the
our
minutes
recommendations.
if the vote isn't unanimous.
That's the difference, yeah.
I know that because that's happened a couple of times, and that's when they pay attention to the minutes. If it's not a unanimous recommendation from the zoning commission.
Maybe while you're in that box, make recommendation singular. No, in the yellow guy. Yeah.
And they do have multiple recommendations when the Delaware County, what they send to us, it can be,
Yes.
They could have
they
multiple.
send a list of recommendations.
Mhm.
Okay. Any other obvious?
One note that I had from the last time we talked about this on the trustees row.
Yeah.
Where it says approve or deny in the diamond.
Mhm.
We had discussed approve or deny or return to the zoning commission.
Oh, they return it back to,
It has happened. Historically. it's
like
happened.
what for?
They,
I haven't been
they
around.
would, what they would do, then they would be recessing their hearing. Potentially. Or they would just return it to us. I'm not sure
That's
exactly how that
Like,
works.
do you have an example?
They-
Yeah,
that has
They've done
happened.
that.
It has happened. I'm not sure it was especially legal.
I don't know. But I don't know that we want to necessarily cloud it by putting it on here.
Yeah.
Not a common thing, right?
No, very uncommon.
Yeah, let's
And-
make
and
this be
I'm Sure, it was.
the rule, not the
followed the
exception.
rules.
Yeah,
Uh,
it seems like.
Because they can modify it.
They shouldn't have had to ask us to do it.
Whether the modification would be something that they could do by sending it back to us, I'm not sure legally whether they can do that or not, but they have done it in the past.
So because we feel like that's not the standard process.
That's not the way we want it to work.
Maybe we
No.
just leave this as what our.
Because if we put it
standard-
on there and someone sees that that's an
Yeah, we don't
option,
want it on.
Yeah.
we don't want
I
them to.
don't, no, that's right. I don't think we want to try
We
to
don't want them
encourage
to
it
go
in
to
any
the
way.
trustees and say, well, you don't have to act on this. You could send it back.
Yeah.
We want to encourage that.
Well, they have recessed their hearing. And then they come back, but they didn't necessarily send it back to the zoning commission. They just recessed it to go to get information from the attorney. That's happened too.
Yeah.
Before
I
they
don't
make
think
it.
we need that in the
No,
charter.
But I don't, yeah,
I'm good with that.
I think just leave it off this chart.
I mean,
Or-
at some
or
point, they
sure.
either have to approve it or deny it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It may not be one quick step,
Right.
but that's good.
no, it may not be. You're absolutely right. Could get messy. But that's what they're basically supposed to do, is make a decision. They can modify it. But if they modify it, it would still be approved. So I don't know that you're putting that in there, because that's their actions that they do. They
Yep.
either approve or deny.
Should I put a note up in the Delaware County Regional Planning Commission lane? Should I put a note up there that the process end is pending 30 days after approval? Because
Oh,
they make
after
their
trustee approval.
they make their updates after it's approved. The Delaware County Regional Planning Commission, I guess we send that approval, or they're notified.
Yes, they're
They're
notified.
notified. And then they make their change that becomes effective 30 days after.
I'm not sure they even make the change
After the-
before 30 days.
They wait
think
until
they
30
may-
days.
I think they may just
I
just
think,
wait.
yeah.
They-
I think you're right.
Yeah.
They wait for till the 30 days expires, but they have the information prior to that.
So I could maybe put that update map/zoning code as needed 30 days after decision, or 30 days after trustee action.
Yeah, that's correct. That would be
So maybe I'll
correct.
just put a note there that it doesn't happen immediately after approval. They have to wait 30 days too.
And really, the only change, if the trustees deny something, there's no change. It's just 30 days.
That's on the approved line.
Yep.
The approve
Yeah.
goes up there. If it's denied, they don't get it. It just goes
And
to end. Yeah.
so whatever you say, I think change becomes effective down in this lower right-hand corner. You'd say the same thing up here.
Instead of process end, just
Well, whatever,
change becomes
not,
effective.
well, you could do
Well-
that, or you could just say underneath the box, you could just say 30 days after approval. So there's,
Yeah,
there's
that's-
a timing.
Yeah, that's what I'm adding. Okay.
I'll look forward to the next draft.
All right, it'll come out a lot sooner this time.
Well, we can have it at our workshop meeting in January.
Probably have it
I don't know what
tomorrow
else will
or
come
Wednesday.
along. Additional items. Mike, will be there at that meeting to discuss. He's on vacation basically now and will be for the rest of the month. Because he had vacation that had accumulated and he would lose it if he didn't use it, so. He's using what vacation he has, and Ashley's going to be doing something similar too. She's got some vacation that she needs to use up. So on the 12th, I'll put him on the agenda. He's planning on that, to come to that meeting. Talk about the issue that we briefly reviewed last week.
Oh, yeah, good. I've got some thoughts on that too. All right, well, I'll try to clean this up and make sure everything's aligned correctly and there's no wiggly lines that aren't supposed to be, and then I'll send a PDF back out to everyone. Probably Wednesday, maybe.
Sounds good.
Well, we have a month, basically, so,
I want to do it while it's still
Fresh.
fresh.
well, it's just, yeah, thinking the same thing. You probably don't want to
Right.
delay because then you have to go back and recreate it.
Remember what we were doing.
What day did you say the trustees organizational meeting is? Wednesday the seventh.
7th,
Okay,
And that was
1:00.
Is that at 1 o'clock? Oh, okay. All set. Anything else? Anyone?
Mr.
I
Chairman,
don't need the announcement about Mike.
Yep.
Yeah, Bob.
recommendation 1C, 2Ms. And it should be effective. The last thing, change, effective, just you hit the I instead of the E on your chart.
Oh, it says effective instead of effective.
Where is that? Very end?
In the general public line, change becomes effective.
Effective.
Good catch, Bob.
and you got his recommendation spelling.
1C, 2Ms.
Rims.
Should be 1C, 2M.
Yes,
See, when I always type that wrong and I rely on.
Oh, yeah.
Spell
Yeah,
check to get it right.
It's Vizio, not,
Correct
is
it
that
for me.
Vizio?
Oh, and the Princess
Spell
Mozart
check.
is
Oh.
getting.
This is, it's called Lucid Chart. It's,
Oh, I was gonna
Okay.
say, he doesn't have spell check.
it's
Yeah.
spell check.
but you spelled it right in the first line.
Take action, send recommendation to trustees, and there's 2 Ms in recommendation,
Yeah,
always.
well, you got it right under the take
Yeah.
action for the zoning commission as 2 Ms. But when it goes down to the next line, it only had 1 M.
Okay, I think I fixed it now.
So I think you spelled it every way you possibly could.
Pretty good.
Eventually-
Wise,
eventually
though,
I'll get
without
it-
spell check,
get it right.
very good.
Received was not right.
Does that do spell checking?
That's
No,
the-
not at all. Okay.
Catch 'em.
Thank you, Bob.
You're welcome.
We do have an I before E except after C issue here.
I caught that one.
You got it.
Is that in the application received?
It's
Yeah,
in the zoning commission section, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll fix that one.
Received.
I'll zoom in and look at these again
Mhm.
before I send it out the next time.
You got it right in the regional planning lines.
Yep. I hadn't looked at it that carefully for that kind of, now I'm trying to do it, see if there's any.
Pretty small.
Well, we can revisit, I mean, because he
Small
made some
print.
changes, so we'll double check it when you send the PDF.
Ideally, you'd have this on 11 by 17 piece of paper, so it's
Yeah,
easier to read.
yeah, that would be
Yeah.
ideal.
When I printed it at home and of course, I actually printed it on 8.5 by 11 also.
The page size of the PDF, I made that 11 by 17 so that it would be able to print large.
Actually, you can print 11 by 17. So you could, if you set it up that way, she could print it on 11 by 17 for our next meeting. Okay. Anything further? Oh, wish everyone a very happy holiday.
We adjourn?
Motion.
We're gonna see you back here in January, the 12th.
Louis made a motion.
I motioned to adjourn. She seconded.
I think
Joni did.
Yeah, I think.
While I was talking and I couldn't.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Yeah, don't forget Winter in the Park on Saturday,
All right.
5
we've
to
got
8.
motion to adjourn. Any further discussion? What do you want to say, Tom? No? Okay. Hearing none. And all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carries. We are adjourned for 20.